fabulous show.
Alaska.
I Heartbeat Alaska.
It's Heartbeat. Alaska.
Pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Hear it from Sitka to Barrow. Gather around for Jeannie's show. It's the Aleut, the Indian and the Eskimo. It's the Aleut, the Indian and the Eskimo.
Welcome one, welcome all.
Hello everyone and welcome to Heartbeat Alaska Native News. I'm Jeannie Green. Thank you so much for joining us. Today we travel to the stomping grounds of my ancestors. My grandfather, Tony Jewell, my mother's father, traveled the north teaching. He was also a minister. He would travel to different villages for the Bureau of Indian Affairs, and one of those villages was Buckland, Alaska. Buckland, Alaska, a village caught between two worlds. Look for Heartbeat Alaska, because we're looking out for you.
Heartbeat Alaska would like to thank the following sponsors for making our show possible. Brown's Electric. Thank you, Brown's Electric, for your generous support. Heartbeat Alaska is also brought to you by Frontier Flying Service. Thank you, Frontier, for getting Heartbeat Alaska airborne. Heartbeat Alaska would like to thank Cognac Incorporated. Without their support, this show would not be possible.
Heartbeat Alaska is also brought to you by Comtech Business Systems Incorporated and by the Maniluk Association, providing health and social services to residents of Northwest Alaska for over 30 years. Heartbeat Alaska is also brought to you by Ed's Kasilov Seafoods.
Buckland is a village that's always looking for ways to improve itself. As a matter of fact, the village of Buckland moved 3 times.
It's a crane.
Yeah, we're named after Captain Beecher came up many years ago. I don't know the exact time, but it was 1800s or 1900s.
Percy Ballot is the president of the native village of Buckland.
And Buckland was named after Professor Buckland from some professor in California, Berkeley, I think. But this town have moved, I think this is maybe the 4th site. Actually, it's called Ninachak in Eskimo, and maybe half a mile up from Buckland is called Mucklecook. It's dates back to way back. I think it is a place of 3 sites that go down to 10,000 BC called the Trail Creek Caves.
Solomon Elook, a respected elder, also remembers when life was different here.
Before we used to make sod houses, but today we start having good homes now. Them early days was hard. I catch the early days hard time. No welfare, no food stamp, no nothing. We used to hunt for living. Summertime work for little money, not much. Them early days we used dog teams. Only way we go, dog team, only transportation.
Nathan Hadley also grew up running dogs, hunting and fishing. Today, he still runs dogs.
1965, that's when we get our snow machines.
That changed everything, huh?
Yeah, we used to do everything with the dog team. We hunt food with our dog team. Haul woods for the heat with our dog team.
Like many people in the region, Nathan used to be a reindeer herder. As a matter of fact, he wanted to show all of you what his traditional reindeer herding outfit looks like.
This is a reindeer parky with a Wolverine ruff. And I got my mucklucks with Wolverine trimmings. Used a long time ago when they had reindeer. And yeah, you could use ponting too and traveling between villages. Before a white man comes, his reindeer skin and all that.
Nathan also wanted to show you some of the village.
This building here, when we moved up from Elfin Point 1952, that's when village of Buckland built it for a native store. That first part of it was our native store, but there's our friend church over here. We still got our old bell for the church. It rang every for church.
The people in Buckland are quite spiritual. Their Inupiat values place great importance on taking care of others. Folks here would be honored to have you over for dinner. In a town without bars or bingo halls, time spent with family and friends becomes all the more cherished.
All right, we're gonna have some salmon soup. Let me put the salmon soup down. This is salmon chowder.
Lester Hadley and his family are just sitting down for some salmon chowder and whale muktuk. If you come over for dinner in the Hadley house, Lester will offer you more food than you can eat. But one thing he can't offer you is a flush toilet. Like all the homes in Buckland, the Hadley home doesn't have basic water and sewer facilities. But it's not for a lack of trying.
We've been working with our water and sewer for about 7 years and working with the Corps, and we have some plans upstairs I'd like you to look at.
Over at Buckland City Hall, Mayor Herman Ticket shows off the accommodations.
Here's my city administrator, Darlene Hadley.
This is our table room. This is my office back here. This is our escape route. Somebody's chasing us.
See, lights are good.
Oh, hang on. No, let me check it first. Okay, this is our bathroom here. This is our bathroom here. And we all use the bathroom right here on a trash bag, and we tie it up when we're done, and we go outside and dump it onto a bucket outside. Then the city people pick it up and take it up to our sewer lagoon with the trash bag in it. So our lagoon is pretty good. This is our water and sewer system right here. This is a wash basin. We wash. We change the water every 3 hours or so. If you can't see the bottom, then we change the water. But right now it's still clean.
Water sewer is really needed here. We have a very high rate of health problems. If you had went to the clinic and got some of the statistics and the stuff that the health aides go through, waterborne diseases is really affect our community. And
we've been working on this for so long. It seemed like if we've been just pushing and pushing, every time we accomplish something, they put something else that we have to do. Buckland City Council just signed the construction agreement with the Corps to start the first phase, which is the sewage lagoon located on the north side. That's the other side of the river. And hopefully that, and then the other phase will be to get a pipe We will have to put the pipe under the river if we don't get the bridge.
Part of the problem here is that many areas of the village are flood prone, so any village expansion should be done across the river on higher ground. Lots are already staked out over there, and a new city plan with the bridge hangs on the wall of City Hall.
New water treatment plant and our new generators were supposed to be across the river, so Buckland could expand. We're in a flood zone on this side of the river. And right now, we do have new generators. They're putting them up right by the old generators here on this side of the river. Now we're hearing that they want to move the water treatment plant on this side. We already know we're not going to get the bridge. So, but we're trying to fight someone to get us a bridge.
We need a bridge, and not having the money for the bridge has hurt us. The agencies that have the funds don't want to put money toward the bridge because we don't have facilities across the river, and the people with the facilities across the river don't want to build across there because we don't have a bridge. So that's kind of a catch-22 for our village.
Percy shows a good example of what's really holding this project up. Too many different agencies with too many different sets of rules and requirements.
We're having trouble with the Corps of Engineers. We do have the funding, but there's a certain way that the Corps wants it done. We do have money from USDA, and you know, USDA have a 90-day rule. They put money in the account, they got to spend it within the 90 days. So, but the Corps is saying that we want 800,000 in an account. So if they need $5, they'll get $5. If they need 20,000, they'll get 20,000, or whatever they want. You know, that's why it's complicated.
City leaders aren't the only ones talking about water and sewer. It is usually the kids in the family who have the never-ending chore of hauling water. Welcome to the Buckland washeteria. If you want a hot shower, a washing machine, or drinking water, this is the only place in town. But make sure you bring some quarters. Looking around, it's easy to see the washeteria needs some big repairs. The village is working with the Denali Commission on a future renovation of the washeteria. Every evening, it's a steady parade of water jugs, all different shapes and sizes, as folks from around town come to fill up.
Hello, my name is Mabel Mitchell. I'm working at the Buckland School.
Hello, my name is Gary Hadley. I work here at Buckland School, Buckland, Alaska. Heartbeat, Alaska. I'll be right back.
Flying in Alaska? Fly Frontier, the official airline of Heartbeat Alaska. Frontier is expanding again. They've added new routes to Nome, Kotzebue, and the surrounding villages. As you can see, Frontier is now really covering Alaska. So the next time you fly, try Frontier. Frontier offers quick, convenient check-in, low fares, and service direct to many of the villages. Frontier Flying Service is the official airline of Heartbeat Alaska. Make it your official airline too.
Buckland, Alaska is one of those villages where modern conveniences don't come easy. Sure, you've got high-speed internet and satellite television, but you also have honey buckets. Still, the good people in Buckland make visitors feel right at home. This week in Buckland, there is a distraction from the routine. A group of folks from Washington, D.C. are in town.
Special treat for us, and we really appreciate your hospitality.
Visitors from the National Institutes of Health are here.
10 of us came up to do some outreach with tribal leaders, tribal educators, and students to find out what the needs are as far as research goes with Alaska Natives.
Rachel Tracy, a Navajo Indian, works with the National Institutes of Health.
Coming into the Buckland village, it's just like home. It really does truly feel like home to me, because I have a lot of comparisons from a personal level, because on the Navajo reservation, we face many of the same challenges.
For the younger kids, it was a great chance to learn some new things.
We're up all day eating and exercising. What do we do at night? Sleep. Sleep, right. Who's this? Garfield. What is one of the favorite things that Garfield likes to do?
Sleep.
Sleep and eat.
Sleep and eat lasagna.
Right. Wow, you guys sure know what Garfield likes to do. What's he wearing? Exactly. Kids need about at least 9 hours of sleep. And that's so that you can grow and be healthy.
For the high schoolers, it was a chance to meet some role models, including this big fellow. David Nash works with the National Library of Medicine and is a former member of the Harlem Globetrotters.
In the United States. Okay, now wait a minute. Go down a little bit.
Now, do you know how to find it?
These kids are learning about a scholarship opportunity.
Now, look at this. The National Native American Youth Initiative. This year it's from June 18th to the 26th. Now, go down a little bit and see what it says. All right, you guys, somebody read it.
The Association of American Indian Musicians is now accepting applications for the 8th Annual National Native American Youth Initiative, which will be held June 18 through 26, 2005 in Washington, D.C. More than 60 Native American high school students aged 16 to 18 will be awarded
16 to 18?
scholarships to attend this week-long intensive academic enrichment program held each summer in the national capital.
If they apply soon, they may get selected to go to Washington, D.C. to learn more about careers in health. According to Rachel, that is just what rural Alaska needs.
The big focus is to support research that Alaska Natives can do for themselves and bring up and, kind of grow your own researchers. And that we have to find a way to bring the youth into, we've brought the message that from the South Central Foundation and A&MC that they're inviting students, and they do have a program where they bring students in kind of like on an internship activity for the summer, and they're able to buddy up and learn with some professionals. And then NIH would like to extend that same opportunity to the students in Bethesda.
And if you want to go, you need to get on the stick, and you need to apply.
But the kids aren't the only ones learning.
It's a
The folks from D.C. are soaking up the friendliness and hospitality of Buckland. Over a traditional dinner of caribou stew, muktuk, musk ox stew, dried fish, and berries, these strangers became friends.
Nights here, when I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. Please don't take my sunshine away.
There's a good turnaround somewhere.
Even though it was only one evening, these visitors got a glimpse into what makes life in the villages so wonderful.
I've just been walking around comparing everything. The buildings, the smells, the people are like home. I feel truly like I've been around. Last night when we were able to listen to some of the elders sing and just sitting around the table eating, you know, that happens all the time in our communities, and it has been very comfortable.
And when the ladies from Buckland try to translate their songs, well, they get a little tongue-tied.
Someday the stampering tongue will falter no more, and the grander, sweeter song I shall sing. I'll keep on praising Him, and my song shall never tire or grow old, and the joy shall
The visitors also had a chance to see this, Buckland's new clinic. The clinic is state-of-the-art with a defibrillation machine and this, a telemedicine machine that allows the doctors in Kotzebue to more accurately diagnose patients from 100 miles away. The clinic received much of its funding through the Denali Commission. It demonstrates what the commission is all about. This clinic helps to raise the standard of living in Buckland. It allows the health aide here to provide good, reliable health care, the kind most Americans have come to expect. And unlike many government projects in rural Alaska, the Buckland Clinic was planned carefully to fit the needs of the community and be sustainable for the long term. This idea of sustainability is a core value of the Denali Commission. As a matter of fact, it was Willie Thomas, the former mayor of Buckland, that originally focused the commission on the concept of sustainability. The clinic is just one example of the many projects that are moving forward in Buckland. If you look around town, it's hard to miss the progress. Buckland's new school is providing the right kind of environment for the children of this growing community. A new bulk fuel storage system means that the village now has enough capacity to make it through the winter. It also means there's no longer a huge fuel tank right next to the school. The Denali Commission is helping with training an operator to ensure the tank farm's sustainability. In Buckland's near future, a new power plant will keep the lights of the village twinkling with efficiency. It's this spirit that keeps families in this community, this spirit that makes Buckland a great place to raise a family, a great place to live.
Personally, I love the country out here. Living next to the river, we do a lot of bear picking. I know the guys like the hunting for the wolverines and the caribou, and it's peaceful. Like the mayor said, we don't have no bars. You know, they don't even have no bingo. Strong church values. A lot of kids. It's a safe place for kids to be. People take care of each other here.
We're one big family. We'll take care of them all. So come to Buckland and enjoy.
Hello from Buckland, Heartbeat, Alaska. We'll be right back.
6 months ago, Claire made a promise to her family and to herself. The promise was she'd quit smoking by the time her next birthday came around. And already she's feeling better. She has more stamina, more energy, and her lungs are stronger than ever before.
Now's your chance to get that home improvement project you've been wanting to start finished. Because at Northern Interiors, we're having a store-wide sale. Choose from our beautiful selection of kitchen cabinetry and countertops from 10 to 50% off and get professional installation completely free of charge. Durable laminate flooring is on sale now for only $1.79 per square foot. Let us install your favorite brand name carpeting and get top quality 8-pound padding for free. Northern Interiors, kitchens, floors, and a whole lot more.
The freshest salmon in town. There's no reason why Alaskans should be paying $9, $10 a pound in the stores when it's caught right down the street.
Whether you're a small business looking for a large order or an individual looking for a healthy meal for your family, Fred's Alaskan Wholesale Seafood offers fresh Alaska salmon at the lowest price in town. So give Fred a call or stop by and visit him today.
Come on down to Fred's where the seafood costs less than catching it yourself.
Fred's Alaskan Wholesale Seafood, 230 East Potter, Suite 11.
Let's hope this is a year that Buckland, Alaska will break ground on that water and sewer project. Join me again next week, won't you? As we travel to villages in remote Alaska sharing their lives with you. God bless every single one of you. We'll see you again next week.
Come on up again, come on up again.
See ya.